So before we do the pick a story, I have a bonus card pull for one of your elements. So this is going to either be for fire, air, water, or earth. So let's see who the winner is. Who is this bonus reading for? Which element is this bonus reading for? Let's go with this. It is for air signs. I promise you I didn't do that on purpose. All right, so if you're a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, here is your bonus element. Oh, it is the moon. So your bonus reading is the moon. So this could be talking about something emotional that maybe you're going through or dealing with. Maybe there's a need to really pay attention to why you are being very emotional about certain things. Maybe there's a trigger word. Or certain things have just been triggering you, and you might find yourself becoming either very paranoid or very emotional, or and triggered by anxiety or something. And I feel like maybe that is a need for you to figure out why that is happening. Find the core reason why that is. It could be based off of a relationship or a connection that you have with someone. Maybe you've been wounded, or maybe there are some deep-rooted abandonment issues that you could be suffering from. So there's a need to understand why, you've been feeling very emotional. Now also, maybe if you're intuitive or psychic, that ability is just being heightened. And so you're overly sensitive and you're able to tap in or feel the emotions of other people. And a lot of times that can be confusing because it feels like, you're sad. Now, sometimes you can tell, you're like, these aren't my emotions. Why am I feeling so sad? Or why do I suddenly feel happy? Or why do I suddenly feel so there could be, this could be telling you that it's because you're tapped in to someone's energy in your, heightened psychic ability state. I would also say this could be a message to pay attention to your dreams. Maybe you've been having some really wild or crazy dreams that could be trying to tell you something. And there also could be something significant in regards to a Pisces that needs your attention, or maybe this is confirmation about a Pisces. I would also say look at where Pisces is at in your birth chart, see which house it's sitting in, and that should tell you either give you more clues as to what's going on, or let you, or maybe you need to look more at that house and see what it's trying to tell you. So like if you have Pisces in the second house, maybe it's trying to tell you something about your finances or your family or eating habits even. Or maybe it's telling you that you need to sing or speak about something emotional. If you have Pisces in your fifth house, maybe it's trying to tell you something about your fear of having children, or something about your children that is giving you anxiety. Or maybe it's telling you something about your romantic life, or you're paranoid that you're in an affair, and it might be true because that fifth house dealing with romance and children and fun activities and creativity as well. Maybe it's telling you need to use your imagination. So that is a little bonus read for you guys. Hope you enjoyed.
Disclaimer, my readings are not for the faint of heart. Must have thick skin.
Hey guys, it's that time. Pick a story. So in the first deck is a story or message in regards to love, whether you're single or in a relationship. Deck number 1 is if you want a message about love. All right, and in deck number 2, if you are needing a story or a message in regards to finance or career, that is here in deck number 2. And in deck number 3 is open messages from spirit, messages that kind of bring things to your attention from your subconscious. And that is here in deck number 3, open messages. All right, so I hope you have made your selection, and we'll go ahead and begin with deck number 1. Interesting, you have the Lovers, and you have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Wands, overall energy, the Ace of Wands, the Princess of Wands, and Death. All right, so I feel that initially maybe things had to come to an end with a fire sign, or maybe this fire energy has transformed your life, or you as a fire sign have gone through some sort of deep transformative situation when it comes to your love life. But I really kind of feel that, you know, maybe something had to come to an end. And now is this new beginning, this renewed spirit. I feel that someone is being sent into your life. There's a possibility. So if you're single, it could be that you're getting ready to connect with someone who is like meant to bring out the best in you. This person is usually a reflection of your higher self, and it's like genuine love between the two of you. This person is like your twin. Maybe you guys literally like kind of look alike, but usually it's more of like twin soul energy. If you have a twin flame and you haven't heard from them, there's a possibility that you're going to have some sort of communication with your twin. Now, the other thing I'm getting here is someone still being at a crossroads. I feel like maybe there's going to be a difficult decision to make, but it also looks like, I really feel like whatever energy is coming through is like an ongoing cycle. Either this person is always in and out of your life, or maybe they come in and out of your life every lifetime, or there was another scenario I was picking up. Or you just keep attracting like the same type of people. You keep getting the same type of relationship cycles, and likely it's because, you know, something is having to be ingrained within you, so you're having to repeat certain things over and over again. There is usually some sort of lesson attachment. Sometimes this can be because you keep ignoring or trying to skip a lesson as well, so you just have to repeatedly find yourself in the same cycle. I feel though that you are going to break a cycle, and that also may be why this person is being sent into your life at this time. Whoever you're connecting to, I feel like there's a need for it. This is the person that's going to help you understand something or help you break some sort of a pattern that you keep repeating. And it does look like this could be brief. Like this doesn't, based off of what's coming out, it doesn't look like something that is long term. If it is, it's more so in stages. So it's like you come together, you go your separate ways. You come together, you go your separate ways. And that definitely does sound like one of those twin flame dynamics, where it's like the chaser runner situation. Or it's, if you've had that experience with your twin flame, you kind of understand that, and this is also from personal experience, that your twin usually just pops up whenever your soul needs a boost, some sort of direction or guidance, or it does need to be reignited, especially after you undergo some sort of ending. You know, and so this person reappears in your life to help you overcome certain obstacles, and it does look like you still are going through transformations here. You've got triple eights coming out in your reading. You might go through an emotional transformation, a mental or spiritual transformation, even a physical transformation. In regards to your love life, I feel like you're going to be experiencing these emotional highs and lows. There are things that are going to give you anxiety or trap you. It's like sometimes you can get trapped in your own emotions and your own thoughts, and I feel like you're needing to break free of that. But like I said, I do feel that you're going to overcome these obstacles. There should be some sort of a breakthrough, and that is why this person is being sent into your life. If you're in a relationship and you feel like your relationship is just like dead, but you guys are just like still together, you're two hollow vessels just interacting with each other, I feel that this person is intervening your life to help you realize that you need to just like let stuff go when it's dead. It's like it's okay. You don't have to hold on to a soulless relationship beyond repair. Beyond repair. And so that could be, you know, what is happening. And usually, you know, this is that type of spiritual bait that latches you on because it's so loving, it's so intense, and it kind of breaks you from any type of trance or spell that you've been under. And so, yeah, this person or this energy has been set to free you. Now, for some of you, this can be just a brief encounter that you have with somebody. Is kind of like a hello, remember me. Sometimes it is kind of like two ships passing by sea, but it's still for a reason. It's like this person came into your life, left this impression on you, and you're still just like thinking about whatever happened to them. It's like months could go by. Maybe you only had like a small conversation with this person, but months go by and you're still just like, I wonder why that person's still lingering. And I feel spiritually it's because there is some sort of invisible bond between the two of you. Like you can never get too far away from each other. You know, it's like, I'll go this way and you go that way, but we're always going to be attached. We'll always come back around in cycles whenever needed. So, and if you didn't know that person, it's kind of like just a spiritual thing. Your souls recognize each other. And so they came into your life to either remind you of something, or to give you some sort of spark or motivation, or to just let you know that they're there. Yeah. One other thing I'm seeing here is a breakthrough, maybe in regards to communication. Like there hasn't been any communication, it's been dead silent. Maybe there is someone who's been wanting to approach you but has been hesitant for whatever reason. I feel like this person is going to finally communicate or say something, but I still feel like it's like short-lived. All right, let's see or look a little further into the Lovers. So again, if there is someone who is like struggling to communicate or express themselves, I feel like now this person is able to come through. They're going to break their silence. If this is that person that is just like coming into your life to give you some sort of a spark, I feel like the connection is there to push you out of your comfort zone. I feel like this person is here to help. Yeah. If somebody is holding on to that dead weight relationship, it just seems like this energy had to intervene and just kind of like break you apart from that. It's like, let it go. And I feel like you and this person do have some sort of soul agreement. Also, the energies coming through are fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Gemini, and yeah, those are the strongest energies coming through. All right, let's look more at this Two of Pentacles here. Either there's an on-off situation between you and another person. One represents fire, one represents earth, and there's always just like this cyclical energy between you guys. Or you are torn between these two energies. You're torn between both a fire and an earth sign. Now, sometimes they don't necessarily have to be fire or earth, but they still embody those traits. They come off as that sign in tarot readings, so could be that too. This is about breaking patterns. Breaking patterns and breaking silence. There's a possibility that two people have a tendency to play mind games with each other and then go months or years apart without talking to one another, and then something brings them back together. Somebody could either be in denial of being depressed or in a dark space, or someone does things, someone sabotages themselves because they're sad or depressed. There's also the possibility that as an empath, you are tied into someone else's energy. So you can pick up on their depression or sadness, you know, whatever mood they're in. You can pick up on it. Now, there is another possibility that someone is manipulating your energy through spell work, or someone could be trying to sabotage your relationship through spell work. You might need to learn how to ignore something that somebody keeps saying to you. If you keep allowing yourself to get trapped in a relationship where you're allowing yourself to be strung alone, at some point you have to learn how to just like tune that person out and know that someone's actions should be louder than what they say. Because this is a form of manipulation where someone is just like saying things to make you stay when they know you want to let go or leave. You also might block somebody. If someone has been driving you crazy, or you feel like you've been obsessively thinking about somebody, it could be that you're trying to block them for your protection so that you don't have to think about them. That also could be the reason why someone has blocked you, because they're obsessing and they don't want to obsess anymore. It just looks like you're able to detach and leave. I feel like you're going to be liberated from whatever has been bogging you down. But it does take some sort of soul searching. And I feel like you're going to discover that someone has been either envious of you, or someone has been trying to spite you. And again, I feel like somebody is tired of those games where it's just like, you know, you take turns ignoring one another until it's like months on end, years on end. I kind of feel like somebody is done with that. It's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I do see someone admitting something to you. Someone might confess. They might make some sort of confession. Especially if it's like, I was jealous, or I was angry at you, or I was holding a grudge. Like, somebody might admit that. All right, so moving on to deck number 2. Let me make sure I'm looking at deck number 2. I know I mixed it up last week, but I still say that message must have been needed. All right. Deck number 2. You have 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords, King of Wands, overall energy, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, and Nine of Wands. All right, so in regards to career or finances, I kind of feel that maybe something's been on hold, or you've been on vacation or a break. It seems like maybe you've been needing to rest. There's been a lot of anxiety. It also just looks like at some point you felt overwhelmed by a lot of insecurities. I feel like you maybe just got to a point where you felt like you didn't know what to do and you just needed a break, or you needed to rest. So this could be past energy, but I'm picking it up as past energy, but it still could be something that is like current or that's happening in the future. But I feel like this is past energy. I feel like your finances, all of that, everything seems like it's just been on hold. You've had time to maybe think. Maybe you've been trying to pray or meditate on what it is that you want to have in life. And what I do like is that during the time of like this time out, or whatever fixation you have in your mind that you desire, that you want to manifest, I feel like that is going to happen. I feel that something will become a physical manifestation of your thoughts. And maybe too, you've just been waiting for something to happen. Maybe intuitively you always felt like something was for you, but you didn't know how you would get it or achieve it. You just knew that one day you would have this type of job or these type of finances. And finally it comes through. Now, it also looks like after thinking about something, maybe you decide to part ways, or at least take some sort of a temporary break. So if you have been stressed at your job and you're like, I don't know if I should stay here, it kind of looks like you decide that you do want to separate or take some sort of a break. And I feel like you're also curious about something else. I feel like another door opened for you and you're like, I'm going to go through this door. I'm going to leave that behind and go through this door. And I feel like you enjoy what you find behind that door. You're like, I like what I found. I'm glad that I took that break or that separation, because now I'm enjoying this new job, or I like the finances, the money that I'm earning, how I'm earning my money. And it seems like you're also maybe networking or bonding with people. So this can be at a new job, or maybe you decided that you want to leave a job and start your own business. It still seems like you're bonding and networking with like-minded people. It seems like you're also just like ready to make money. Some of you may be wanting to go in some sort of business where there is alcohol served. So maybe any type of bartending, or even, something restaurant or food related. It could be anything, but it does seem like you're enjoying doing what you do. And it seems like you're also needing patience with your situation. But I feel like you don't mind it. You're just kind of like enjoying the process. Your spirit guides may be guiding you towards someone that's going to be significant when it comes to your career finances. Maybe this is someone who is a business owner, or someone who is a manager, or leader of some sort, or you yourself could be stepping into a leadership position. There could be a fire sign that is significant, or like I say, you're becoming like that fire energy, that fiery nature, where you're motivated, you're leading, you're doing things that are brave, you're taking the initiative, just taking action in general. I would also say to look at the fire placements in your chart, because that could be the houses that are becoming activated for you when it comes to business or career. You might also find yourself doing something creative, but in general, I feel like, you're pretty at peace, pretty much at peace with what's happening in regards to your career or finances. It still may require you to leave a situation before you start to enjoy it. So if you're still, like I said, stuck at that job, maybe you're like, okay, I'm ready to leave this job and go through the door and, discover something new. It's funny because it looks like you're looking at something with potential, like you see an abandoned building, and you and some other people decide that you're going to take this building and put love into it, invest into it, and it could be that things slowly start to take off. It really literally looks like someone is opening up a bar, a restaurant, a pub, just whatever. It's just like, it's a place where people feel welcome. But this vacant building can also just represent some sort of vacant space, maybe in a digital sense. Maybe you're like, no one's doing this, no one's talking about this. Well, maybe I can start a group and teaching people about this, or maybe I can start a channel talking about this. So I kind of feel like you're gonna find like a little vacant spot when it comes to something, especially, well, it could be anything, but like if this is something digital and not like a physical building, you might find your niche. It also kind of looks like if somebody was looking for some sort of work, let's say you want to start a cleaning business and you're like, I don't know what to do, but I do like cleaning. I think cleaning is fun. And this is like a real example because I joined like certain groups on my Facebook. And some lady was like, I can't find work, but I do have like, cleaning tools. Is there anybody that wants their home cleaned? How much would you be willing to pay? Because she was just trying to get like an idea of where she should start. And then I think she gave out like a suggestion, like, would you guys be interested in, weekly cleaning for this amount of dollars, monthly cleaning for this amount of dollars. And so many people was excited in that group. They were like, I'm in, like, DM me, like, I'd be interested, and I don't know what happened, but I was so happy for her because I know she got some business that day. And so that's probably, if something does look like a startup business, like maybe you don't have much, but people are willing to pay for your services, whatever that is. Also, from a spiritual angle, I kind of feel like somebody is like guiding you or whispering to you and telling you to go through that door. They're like, just do it. Just go through that door. There are some people that are going to be able to help you. There are people that are going to be able to lift you up. So yeah, I feel like it's just a matter of you going through that door, and you're going to be so glad that you did it. Also, in regards to business ideas, you might have some sort of traveling service where you go to people. Now, if there had been some sort of business failure or failure with finances in the past, there is a small possibility that someone you trusted, maybe this person became jealous for whatever reason, and so they did something to sabotage your career or your finances. But I feel like this person has matured since then. I don't know if they'll ever admit to it, but I feel like this person has matured since then. I also feel that whatever work has been done on you is coming to an end. That karma is over. And even looking at it from both sides, whoever did that to you, that was supposed to happen. I feel like that was the vessel of karma that they came in as, like, betrayal. And so, it had to be done, likely so that you could learn some sort of lesson in life, or, everybody has to undergo some sort of lesson to evolve. And so that may have been what happened to you. Had you not gone through some sort of difficulties in your career, you wouldn't be where you are now. I feel like someone is also thinking about starting some sort of anything dealing with agriculture, maybe. It could be growing their own medicinal weed, or maybe someone wants to start a garden or has a garden or has chickens, has eggs that they can sell and make a profit off of. So it's possible that you could make a profit off of your own land. Also, something in regards to maybe a pet service. So it does look like maybe a fire sign inspires you, and that can be how you start to get paid, maybe because of some sort of idea that they gave you. It also could be that someone gave you information about a place that was hiring. It just seems like maybe they might be influential in regards to how you make money or what you should invest in. I feel like you might have to be patient for like big money, but I do feel like something is to start. Definitely seeing travel. I don't know if you're going to be traveling for business or career, or if you work in the airline industry, you work for on a train, or if you have to relocate, or if you cater to people who travel. But it seems like something about traveling could be significant when it comes to your career. Make sure you continue to listen to your intuition as well. Sometimes insecurities can creep in and block you. And like I said, it seems like you have to play something by ear. Yeah, you could be networking and just basically interacting with people who can pull strings. I feel like you're also connecting with someone that you might enter some sort of agreement or contract with. And then it also looks like you're making multiple or having multiple streams of income. Whatever is happening seems to be everything that you wished for. I feel like your hopes and wishes are coming to you and you're getting, you know, what you deserve. This is your reward. Someone definitely could be stepping in to assist you, either financially or with information that will help bring in the finances. All right. So moving on to deck number 3. You have flow, well-deserved reward, release, listen, solar plexus, overall energy, share the love, release and, rest and reconsider, and then trust. Okay. So you may have stepped out on faith, even if doing this caused you pain, or caused pain around you. By you maybe detaching or distancing yourself, but it seems like you had to heal. You had to go through some sort of heartache. I feel like your heart has been healing. So it also could be that someone has been keeping their distance from you because of this. They had to heal. I feel like someone is ready to open their heart again. Someone is ready to be vulnerable. And it does seem like there's going to be some sort of change in your situation. So if this is talking about anything love related, I feel like somebody is just willing to open up their heart, especially after so much, you know, retrospect and going within. And someone understands, you know, how karma works, how, well, the law of karma, or like nature, life, and how all things, you know, come and go, how things change. I kind of feel like there is just like this growth happening. So someone may be coming forward and this person seems like they are ready to face, you know, whatever it is when it comes to falling in love or opening up. This is still about a lot of transformation, like shedding the ego and becoming like this, not becoming a new person, but just like having a new insight. It's kind of like after surgery, sometimes people are just like different. And it kind of feels that way. Somebody's like, I don't look at life the same anymore. Or maybe somebody had like a near-death experience and it's just like different. There's definitely something that is regenerating within you or within your life. I still feel like as within, as without. So whatever is happening on the outside, all the physical things that you're able to see as tangible examples, that is something that is happening within as well. So the solar plexus too is talking about your will. your drive, your creativity. And so maybe that is becoming activated now. Maybe at one point you had lost your will or your drive or your purpose. And all those old feelings seem to shed away as you're embracing this new revitalizing energy within you. And you're still being reminded to like trust what you feel. People can give their opinions, their insight, but at the end of the day, I feel like you need to make sure that you trust what you feel. And it does seem like you're being driven by whatever is motivating you. You feel a drive to do this, or you feel a drive to do that. So listen to that. You could be giving birth to a new idea. Now, if this doesn't, turn out to be a relationship, it still seems like you could be, preparing yourself for a relationship, whether it happens now or somewhere down the line. Like maybe you had to go through some things here. You had to be alone. You had to reflect. You had to acknowledge that, your hand was closed, but now it's like open. You're like, okay, I'm ready to open. I'm ready to share. And so I feel like you're going to be rewarded, even though you've had to go through difficult times. You're going to see the reward. And also the reward could be just understanding your purpose, understanding why you had to undergo such difficult changes. Yeah, but I feel like things are unfolding for you. There still could be a need to let certain things go or come to an end. But I don't feel like you're fighting against the process of change. It looks like you're allowing change to happen organically. You're like, okay, I'm ready for it. I'm not going to fight against it. I'm going to let spirit talk to me. I'm going to let spirit move through me. So I kind of feel like, that is what's happening. And I feel like you're also being illuminated. And because you're becoming so illuminated, your old persona can't house that old spirit anymore. It's just like, oh, like this got to get out. Like we new energy now. So I kind of feel like this is what is happening, and you're having to embrace like this new sense of self. There could be some things being revealed to you through dreams as well. I feel like there is also something within you that you haven't opened up, but once you do, I feel like it could bring you a lot of success. Like maybe it's an idea that you've been sitting on. Or maybe it's something that that you've been wanting to do, but you've been held back because you felt like you weren't ready, or you felt like you weren't going to be received. I feel like once you unlock whatever that is that's within you, or that you've been keeping a secret, it's going to bring you some kind of success. If you've been suffering from some sort of anxiety, it seems like that's being released. I also kind of feel like this is talking about letting your heart be your compass, and your heart is leading you to where you need to be. If in your heart you feel like something is destined, then it likely is. There could be someone who is trying to connect with you telepathically. Maybe this person wants you to feel what they feel. There could be someone that is trying to put an image in your mind so that you can feel or think of them. This also could be reversed. This could be something that you were doing. I feel like this is more so like somebody was doing this and then allowed something to happen organically. It's like, well, if this is destined, then I don't need to do this. It's just going to happen organically. Spiritually, I feel that someone on the other side has been pulling strings for you or trying to give you guidance. There is a possibility of someone kind of looking out or looking at you. I almost feel like somebody could be watching you from a distance. But it also feels like someone is proud of you. Definitely feels like Spirit has been trying to get your attention to let you know that they're looking out for you. And just guide you to your destiny. I feel like you're also just going to experience a sense of accomplishment. You may need to prepare for change, or maybe that's what you've been doing. You're like, I'm ready for it. You might feel that you're able to handle something pretty major that's getting ready to happen in your life. If you have been hurt by a fire sign, or you've been having a hard time releasing them, there is a strong possibility that you're ready to move on from that pain. If someone comes back into your life who couldn't seem to let go of a fire sign, that person may be ready to release that fire sign so that they can focus on you. Because the fire energy could have been some sort of a blockage. If you know someone on the other side, I feel like it definitely could be a fire sign. And this is also just kind of talking about outgrowing situations. Be confident in what your intuition is telling you. I feel like, you know, your intuition is trying to tell you something for a reason. Also, if some sort of secret has been like a burden on you, I feel like you're ready to let that burden go. Yeah, I feel like somebody doesn't want to be burdened by a secret anymore. If you feel like you've been carrying the burden of other people, it's time for you to become independent. If you feel like your current job is overwhelming, then maybe that's a sign that you need to become independent. I feel like there could also be a return of a soulmate or someone from your past. There could also be some sort of forgiveness. I don't know. I feel like there is something significant in regards to someone's sun placement. I don't know if your suns are conjunct, which would make you guys the same sign, or if there is a square between you and their sun, which means their sign is like 4 signs away. So let's say you're an Aries, this person, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, they would be a Cancer. That's 4 signs away. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of trying to figure out what this is trying to say about the sun. Well, someone definitely could be unlocking a secret and revealing it. Whether, like I said, this is you revealing something if it's been a burden, or maybe someone is revealing a secret to you. Yeah. There could be something like a confession, or it feels like it. Yeah, someone could confess their love. It also just kind of looks like maybe there was a need to forgive. like maybe someone's soul just felt unrested because they had not forgiven somebody. It just looks like there's going to be an opportunity for two people to forgive each other. Now, another thing I'm seeing is that you might be invited to something, but is selective. So it's kind of like being honored to be invited to something that's very prestigious. So yeah, you might receive some sort of significant invite to something. And I feel like you're going to feel seen as well. Professionally, definitely seems like you could either see yourself getting some sort of notoriety, some sort of respect. It's like you're feeling seen. This could be a promotion or just getting some sort of recognition. Something's being unlocked. And again, if you had some sort of hidden talent or gift, something that you have been sitting on, keeping from people, it's like once that opens up, it's going to bring you success. Yeah. All right, so those are all of the messages, but hopefully some things have resonated. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.